If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Hello, Louds on the Road subscribers and followers. I regularly hear the comment or see the comment on the social media, people saying reasons why they can't live their dream. I thought I would address some of these top 4 similar comments and let you know how we address them. So let's get started. Number 1, letting go of stuff. I think I actually sat back a little bit more than Carolyn. I don't know if I was really all that concerned about losing stuff. I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know where to go with it. So anyway, we went to Florida for our little test run. You know, we traveled for a while, about a month, I think. And we came back and we decided, okay, we're going to be out of here in 2 weeks. And we just set that date. And whatever's left over goes to the dump. Start asking yourself, how long has it been since I've last used it? You know, if it's an ink pen and you used it yesterday, then yeah, you might want to keep that. But if it's a buffet that just accumulates junk, and you're telling yourself, well, it's old and it's antique, what am I going to do with it? Well, sell it. I mean, you're not going to get any more use out of it. Now, the thing is that buffet that is sat there collecting junk and it's just a mess all the time, it's actually causing you a lot of stress. Because once you get rid of it, you do feel the relief of, wow, I don't have to worry about this junk anymore. And so that was the reason we really did our adventure, was just to reduce the stress. And by getting rid of the stuff, reduced a ton of stress. You don't have to maintain it, you don't have to insure it, you clean it, deal with it, fix it. Number 2, money/job is probably the most replied comment anytime I ask this question in the groups. Money or job? I don't have the money, I got a job. Here's how you deal with it. Get debt free. And I have a video on debt free. I'll try to find it and I'll put a link to that video right here. Debt free is so important. You get debt free and then you have just become free. You can accomplish almost any dream once you become debt free. My next goal in life after I became debt free was start saving. And it was almost an obsession at that point. And I was like, man, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I just wanted to keep saving, keep saving, keep saving. Of course, the job was really killing me. We're working for someone else to achieve their goals and their dreams. Remember, dream is that. It's your dream. And a lot of people's dream is to be wealthy. And I'm not against people obtaining wealth. I'm really not. I'm not opposed to people working for someone who's wanting to obtain wealth. But at the same time, that person really should be trying to achieve their dream also. Because you're collecting money, so get debt free, start saving. Work very hard. Carolyn and I worked 60, 70, 90 hours a week. I've said that many times. It was killing us. We were working for somebody else. But once we said, okay, we've had enough. We can't take any more. And we're going to go live in a camper. Well, I mean, we didn't have enough to retire. It just wasn't enough. We figured out how to live on a budget of $800 or less a month. And we have really done a very good job at that. But almost every month I do an expense report and we come right in around $650 a month. Money and the job really can't be an issue. Now, you can come out here, and I have talked about this a lot too. You can find work out here. You can do campsite host, you can do, just look, Google it. I mean, I've done videos on it. I'll see if I can find that video, and if I can, I'll put it here. Work and money, I understand, is an issue. But it's not the biggest issue, even though it's the biggest answer that comes back is I don't have the money. Well, if you really want your dream bad enough, you'll figure out a way to earn the money. But first step, get debt free. Another one is I'm too young. And okay, first, if you have kids, I agree you're probably too young. You need to get your kids raised. So let's just put that off the table. Get your kids raised. That was my number 1 goal in life. My number 1 dream was to raise a child, and I did that. She turned out to be a very excellent child. She started college at 14. By 21 years old, she had 2 degrees. Just, you know, so that was my dream for that part of my life. But once that part of your life is over and you can move on to the next step, I'm 46 and Carolyn is 56. We haven't reached retirement age either. So I don't think being too young is an issue. You just have to find what kind of employment that you're going to do. I do a little bit of online programming. I'm not saying it's going to be work free. What I'm saying is you still live the dream and see some beautiful, amazing things. at 46 years old. Number 4, I think this is actually the reason for the last 3. Fear. I think a lot of people are just afraid of it. So they say these other reasons are the reason they can't do it. Fear is a big one. I get it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do an Easy 5 Friday, this coming Friday, on the 5 fears that we had leaving our stick and brick house. Fear allows you to create excuses. I don't have the money, without a reason that you can't obtain the money. I don't have a job out here, without a reason of why can't you attain a job. I can't let go of my stuff, without a reason of why you can't let it go. I used to be a manager, a production manager. We had to study resistance to change. Well, you're getting ready to change a significant part of your life, going out here and living your dream, whatever that dream is. When I was 30 years old, I started my own company, quit my job, and started my own company. I mean, I had a fairly nice job. It was a good job. Insurance, the whole deal. And then I went to, I'm going to work for myself. Later in life, you know, a few years later, Dad told me he thought I was crazy for doing it. He supported me, but he thought I was crazy for quitting my job. What are you doing? And of course, I was fearful. I mean, I had a child and a wife. If you don't try it, you're never going to succeed. But you have to set yourself limits. If this is going to happen, let's say I get down and I don't have enough money to continue, then you're going to have to say, okay, I got to stop and I got to go back to what I was doing. I got to get a job, or I got to do this, I got to do that. Carolyn and I have done the same thing with this. If we get our savings down to a point where we cannot sustain ourselves in case of an emergency, then we're going to stop and get a job. We've already talked about it. So you just set up backup plans to override the fears that you're having. And then all the other things, I think, go away. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.